Hey there in YouTube land, and tonight we're gonna talk about Arrow again, but slightly differently. I come in here a lot and I share a lot of my Arrow videos, a lot of stuff that I really like, and I'm a big collector of the Arrow video label. As you guys know, I've got a ton of them, and I got about 8 more coming on the way. And just a heads up, uh, this is an Arrow, but this is my second sight, Return of the Living Dead steelbook that has been very lonely as of late. But hopefully now, inshallah, this shall be joined soon by another specific steelbook that I have on the way of a trilogy done by Second Sight from the UK. And if you're a fan of Second Sight and these type of films, uh, and you know the steelbook that I'm talking about, finally, yeah, you'll see soon enough. But right now, I want to talk about Arrows, the more classic line. If you're a fan of, like, maybe you're not into like all the genre stuff that I'm into, but if you're like my good friend Dina DVD, for instance, or Film and Coffee, then you're gonna really like the lineup that I'm about to show you, because what it is, it's Arrow's other line. It's their more serious, kind of more Criterion type of line, and it's called Arrow Academy. And they have an Arrow film, Arrow World one that they do as well. I showed my Cloud Tribal one on here a couple times now. But first off, I'm going to start off with one of the Arrow editions that isn't one of the older movies. Isn't one of the classic ones. But I think that everybody, if you've got a region free player, it's one that you really should pick up. And it's the Ray Harryhausen Special Effects Titan. It's an amazing documentary. This is an incredibly sweet slipcover. Uh, Such beautiful artwork on this. This is a great documentary. If you are like me and you like a lot of the old movies, the old special effects and monster movies, and King Kong and all the Sinbad films, all those really cool movies that came out. Well, Ray Harryhausen was the special effects genius behind all the stop motion animation that used to be done. If you've ever seen a movie like Night Before Christmas, for instance, then you know that Tim Burton was a huge Ray Harryhausen fan, and it kind of comes across. It really comes across when you start to watch this here. Actually, there's interviews with many like serious fans of Ray Harryhausen, guys like Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, Peter Lord, Rick Baker, Joe Dante, John Lasseter, just a bunch of people. And if you've owned any of the Sinbad Ray Harryhausen movies, then you know that Tim Burton actually is a huge fan. So this is a great documentary. It profiles the entire Ray Harryhausen's entire career, his life, and just talks with the people that were inspired by him. People like Peter Jackson, Spielberg, Terry Gilliam, just Del Toro, and it's a great documentary. There's a lot of great stuff, and there's outtakes from extra interviews, deleted scenes to go on the set of Sinbad. There's like they go to like this museum, just a lot of really great stuff. And it's this is under the Arrow Films label, by the way. So if you can see the label there or not. But it's a classic that if you got a region free player, this really belongs in your set. If you have them kind of hemming and hawing and wondering if this is an actually good documentary or just one of those like copy and paste clip talking head things you see sometimes, this is actually one of the really good ones. So seriously, check it out. But now let's get into like the meat of this one here, and that is that Arrow Academy is the Criterion aspect. Now there are other UK Region 2 companies that put out Criterion-esque stuff. There's companies like Eureka, you've got Masters of Cinema doing all this stuff. Uh, but Arrow's put their own spin on it and put out a lot of really classic films. And in some cases, and in my personal opinion, that sometimes they up the ante on what Criterion's put out. And, you know, I got me a lot of Criterion, but sometimes I will go for the Arrow Academy version first, and I'll show you why. First off, you can see a pretty normal one that I think that belongs in every movie. Like if you're a true movie connoisseur, like this is a movie that you gotta have. It's just one of those movies that is for film lovers. It's not for everybody, but if you love film, this isn't every film lover's collection. I mean, if you're a collector of, not just not movie collector, but you're like as Logan Toxie would say it, film connoisseur. Uh, then Cinema Paradiso, one of the greatest Italian films in the last 20 years, at least, is something that really strongly belongs in your collection. Cinema Paradiso opens up like this. I'm going to show you the case the way it's done. I just really love this one. And then you get the two versions. You get the theatrical version, and when you're really ready for it, the director's cut. It also has a booklet with a kind of an Admit One type look on it, and a booklet runs about 30 pages. A lot of pictures, some writing. You can't really see it there, but it's very tiny because there's a lot of stuff on here they tell you about, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful set. Cinema Paradiso was one of those films that you get that gives you like the joy of not just a time period, but of a time period and falling in love with a person, falling in love with film, falling in love with the time and an era, and I love these coming of age films as well. So it works on many different levels for me. Of course, like I mentioned on here many times before when I show this one off, because I do show this one off a bit because it's a favorite of mine. It's got the 124-minute theatrical cut and the 174-minute director's cut. So you really got to be invested to get into the director's cut. But either way, you're going to get a great film. There's an added commentary on here as well, and there's a 52-minute documentary. We have the A Bear and a Mouse in Paradise, the 27-minute documentary on the making of Cinema Paradiso and the characters. There's even a documentary on the kissing sequence, which, if you've seen the film, you'll know exactly what that's about. There's just some great stuff on here, some great writings on here as well, and I love the way this is done. But now some of the older Arrow Academies had their own special edition. Remember when if you've ever seen any of the early Arrow stuff, you saw that they had these slip boxes, these white slip boxes they would use. And now they kind of still use that, but they use it for like special editions only. So people often ask me, what's the difference in the slip box? Should I get that over like the Steelbook or like the regular edition? Well, the slip box just gave you more options, more cover options. And when the one was early done, there was like at the time for the Arrow video ones would have like posters and stuff in them as well. So if you can get yourself you get your hands on some of the early slip boxes, they have some really great stuff in them. Now, even the Arrow Academy stuff started out with slip box covers, like dual form. This is Rafifi, for instance. So we'll take this one out of here, but I'll just let you know, right on the back there's some great features on this one. I don't have the Criterion one, so I'm not sure what's on there. But it has a filmed introduction by Jeanette. I'm really going to massacre these names, and I apologize in advance for that. For any people here that may be French or Italian and knows this better than I do. Jeanette Vincendo, French cinema critic, scholar, and author. Interview with Jules Dassin on the Blu-ray only. Q&A with Jules Dassin at the BFI, South Bank, London. This one on the Blu-ray. On the Blu-ray. A version without trailer. Comprehensive booklet featuring new writings on the film by writer and filmmaker David Cairns and author Alistair Phillips, Francois Truffaut, and John Trevelyan. Artwork presentation. Packaging including 3 original posters and a newly conditioned artwork cover. So there's many different choices. I'm going to show you like the different choices for this here. So we have this cover here. It's kind of like a very pop artish type of cover. We have this classic one here. I think I might turn it over to that one actually. Rafifi. When you open it up, there's going to be 2 discs. There's going to be the Blu-ray disc, and this one's going to have all the features on here. The movie and the Blu-ray. We're going to have the DVD as well. And here's a beautiful, beautiful booklet for Fifi right here. I love this art. And just some amazing stuff. An amazing write-up. Some great stuff on Jules Dassin. Some on the if you've never seen this one, it's a fantastic film. And it has some great stuff. There's some great poster art from Fifi as well on here. Also, there's this kind of basically this little one here that tells you some other ones that they have. Some stuff I don't have, like the Conformists. They got Bicycle Thieves. La Diabolique is actually, see this one right here? This one is actually being sent right now to a friend of mine for a present. So hopefully he'll get to do an unboxing of that for you guys to see. This here is the this is a very gorgeous cover. You've seen it. Oh, for Fifi. And the fourth cover, which I'm going to show you right now, is this one right here. And I think I am about to turn my Rififi cover over, because every once in a while I just like to turn the covers over to the switch them up a bit. And this is really cool about these slip boxes that I really did enjoy. I do love the new white cases, and I understand that they did that because they wanted to be able to make to actually put out more stuff. And I truly appreciate the stuff that Arrow's done, and all the different ways that they've really upped their game. So as you can see, it's got the black. So now you've got Fifi with a completely different cover. I only have a couple of these, unfortunately. The other one I have is Spirits of the Dead. It's an anthology film. Kind of a horror anthology film. It's done by famous French directors. We have, of course, Fellini, Louis Malle, Roger Vadim, just some great stuff on here. We have Jane Fonda, Brigitte Bardot, Alain Delon, Terrence Stamp. Great, fantastic actors in this one. And we have features based on alternate English audio on Heston Gerstein and William Wilson. Multilingual English and audio Italian tracks for Toby Dammit, as well as the French dub version. Brand new English subtitled versions on all versions. Features rare Vincent Price voiceover narration used for the U.S. theatrical version. A booklet featuring Spirits of the Dead Revisited, essay by critic and author Tim Lucas. An essay with reprints. So we're going to look at this one. So again, it comes out like that. This was an even earlier one, because you can tell it was still using the Blu-ray cases at that point. And this is the cover that I had on it before. This is one of the alternative covers. You open it up and you have this, actually it's a pretty huge booklet. There's a good picture of Edgar Allan Poe. That's pretty thick. Literature and Cinema by Peter Mandela. Some great pictures in here as well. I've never seen this movie. Actually, it's really good. I like this film a lot. Tim Lucas writing, and we know Tim Lucas knows this stuff. So here's another one of the covers. And last but not least is the Japanese cover, which I used to have on there. So which cover do I choose? I usually go for them with the ladies. But this one's kind of cool too, so I might actually... I'm going to go with the other one. I just like that cover a lot. I really do like this cover. Now the next three that I got are all done in the new way that they do them. Because they no longer do the slip boxes unless they do a kind of limited edition one. I haven't seen any limited edition Arrow Academy slip box ones. But here's somewhere I think they actually did beat out Criterion. And the first one up is The Killers on Blu-ray. Killers was put up by Criterion. Actually together. There's two versions. The 1946 version and this one here I think is the 60s version. 56. Oh God. So this is the last movie Ronald Reagan ever did actually. He actually plays a bad guy in it. So it's a great film by Ernest Hemingway, based on his book, not by Ernest Hemingway. This one here of course is directed by Don Siegel. It's called Donald Siegel right here. Again, so there's some great features on here. Reagan Kills, interview with New York Times bestselling writer Mark Elliott, author of Ronald Reagan, The Hollywood Years. Screen Killers, interview with Dwayne Epstein, author of Lee Marvin Point Blank. Archive interview with Don Siegel from the French television series Cinema Cinemas. Gallery of rare behind-the-scenes images. Reverse book sleeve featuring original poster and newly commissioned artwork by Nathaniel Marsh. And again, a great booklet with some awesome stuff in there. So you open it up and you see the Killers. That actually the other. That's the alternative art. I prefer the Angie Dickinson I really need to get the other version of this. They broke it up into 2 versions rather than do what they did with the Criterion one, and I kind of like that. So we got some artwork, a lot of good writing on the films here. There's an interview with Clu Gallagher, an interview with Cassavetes, and one with Wasserman. Some contemporary reviews on the film. Just a lot of great stuff. We have the kind of like the cast list right there. Picture, kind of a mod type picture from the film. Again, some really incredible stuff. Shooting the Killers. If you haven't picked it up, you really, really should. I just realized I left the booklet out on my other one. Okay, cat, you go crazy now. See my cat jumping around the background. Next up is another one that they did. I think they did this on Blu-ray first. I don't think that Criterion now this one in. I think they had it on DVD, and now they're putting it on Blu-ray, or they may have recently put it out. If I'm wrong with that, you can just like correct me in the box down below, because you know I get this wrong sometimes. But Sullivan's Travels with Preston Sturges, a great film, and basically they said if this one did well, they would do more Sturges films from Arrow, and this is a great one. There's some amazing features. There's an audio commentary on this one here, as well with Monty Python's Terry Jones. But what's really cool is there's Preston Sturges, The Rise and Fall of the American Dreamer. It's a feature-length documentary on here. Kevin Jackson on Sullivan's Travels, an appreciation of the writer and the broadcaster. Preston Sturges Stock Company, celebration of Sturges' regular character actors and bit part players. Again, hey, no scratchies. Cats. Doing some great stuff. Safeguarding Military Information, Sturges scripted propaganda short, released the same month as Sullivan's Travels. Theatrical trailer, reversible sleeve, featuring original and newly commissioned cover art. And again, just the art there. Get you see the other one, which I'm actually thinking of switching it over to. Picture Veronica Lake, of course. And as always, there is some amazing, amazing booklets in here. Pictures of basically Sullivan going on his travels. We've got military information. Some great write-ups. So some beautiful pictures in here as well. If you haven't seen this movie, actually it's a really, really fun movie. I love this film. And it's a product of its time. It's one that works really well. Even today, it's out. Joel McCrea, Veronica Lake, Robert Warwick is in here as well. Got a lot of really great actors in this film, so if you haven't checked it out, you really should. Sullivan's Travels is a really fun film. I'm a big Burt Lancaster fan. I think he's highly underrated, and that's why Brute Force is one that I had to pick up. I saw the Criterion version. I didn't really like the look of it, and had to go with this one. I just found it a little bit better for me. I'm not sure if the Criterion version had the same features or not, but this one here has Burt Lancaster, the film noir years, an in-depth look at his early career. Burt Lancaster, and but the American Life, basically, that's who did it. Who does the thing for it? Theatrical trailer, Stills Gallery, reversible sleeve, collector's booklet. Just some amazing stuff. So you open it up, and it's a 2-disc one too, by the way. It's a Blu-ray and the DVD. And just so you can see the other cover of it, it's right here. Which also is a beautiful cover as well. I might actually switch that one over. Because again, that's by Jules Dawson. I'm a huge Jules Dawson fan, which I'm not sure if that comes through or not, but I am. It's of course Burt Lancaster. Just some incredible stuff on here. We have like the Naked City is another one there that they put out, basically with Fifi's I mentioned there. I think they have the just some incredible stuff. Cronin, Nicarlo, Charles Bickford, just an amazing, amazing cast of this film. I'm going to show you another cool thing about Arrow Academy that really trumps the Criterion stuff, especially if you're a collector. I'm really kind of surprised Criterion hasn't like kind of like took up the and ran with this one as well, because no other companies are starting it. I know that Screen Factory has been mentioning that the soon doing it. Yes, really is a beautiful cover. Actually, look at that, gorgeous. Arrow Academy, like Arrow Video that precedes it, is puts its steelbooks for some of their editions, which I think is really cool. I'm a fan of Time Bandits. I saw it when I was young, and was one of those movies that was kind of weird and quirky and just really different. By Terry Gilliam, of course. Terry Gilliam get really strange over the years and do some really out there stuff. Time Bandits was one of those really kind of out there films. At the time, I guess it was supposed to play as sort of a kids movie. It was very different, but it was great to have this in the steelbook edition, which opens up. You can see it like that. I'll take out the booklet, and I'll take out the Blu-ray. And if you know the movie, then this will make sense to you. But so this is the Blu-ray of it right here. There are a bunch of features on here. I just don't remember because the sticky part was on there. I apologize. But this is the booklet for Time Bandits, and of course, classic sequence there. Here, of course, is John Cleese with the. It's a really fun film. I really do enjoy this. It's a different style of film. Just some really kind of cool, very quirky, unusual stuff. I did see this in theater, so maybe that was one that like it just stuck with me. And it's a really weird, fun film. It's got a great cast. We've got David Rappaport, who would go on to do a short-lived 80s series called The Wizard, which I really enjoyed. Of course, there's Sean Connery, John Cleese, Shelley Duvall, Ian Holm, Katherine Hellman, who should be in a bunch of his Terry Gilliam stuff, especially Fantastic Brazil. Michael Palin is on this one here. Ralph Richardson. Just such great stuff. If you haven't seen it, it's really a fun ride. Time Bandits is a very cool movie. There are features on this, a bunch of them, but I didn't look it up before, so I apologize for that. So there you go. That is my short but sweet Arrow Academy collection with one added on there for the Ray Harryhausen one that I really think you should check out. So, and of course, at the beginning, Return of the Living Dead. So what is that steelbook that I've got coming? Hopefully it shows up, because in a future video, we're going to look at, well, the Arrows that I've got coming, the Second Sight films that I've got coming, the Slasher Classics collection, the Zavvi exclusive Birth of the Living Dead documentary, and my latest edition that's on its way is the Steelbook Second Sight edition of the Basket Case Trilogy. 3 Blu-ray edition. Really cool stuff. So that's some stuff that you can look forward to seeing here on my channel. So if you're a fan of Region 2 Blu-rays and DVDs and just collections, I am a big Region 2 guy. And you're going to see a lot more Region 2 stuff come out for you. I got some Region 2 stuff. I got some Region 1 stuff, some Screen Factory that I'm got pre-ordered. So hopefully we'll see how much of that I can actually afford to get as it comes out. But that there stuff that I've been waiting to get for a long time, and I might even complete another collection that I'll show you guys down the road as well. So keep watching and spread the word. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, I guess, and share. And comment. I love comments. I try to get back to them as quickly as possible. Sometimes it takes me a few days where I'm working now, so I really wish I was back in school, to be honest with you. I really do. Down the road, fingers crossed. Arrow Academy. Great stuff to check out. If you like Criterion, if you like that style stuff, if you like the Criterion, like the Kino, the early stuff, then you might want to check out some of this Arrow Academy stuff. I myself personally have to check out some of the Eureka stuff, the Masters of Cinema that my dad and other people have. I don't have any of their stuff. But I do have did send one out to a friend of mine actually, uh, and I'll get to learn about that company a little more from him. So thanks for watching, guys. For me right now, it's definitely time for tea. Say hello to the Pin Lord in the sky, and see you guys again soon with a brand new video with even more stuff. But Arrow Academy, let me know if you're liking the Region 2 Blu-rays and collection stuff that I'm doing, because I really enjoy talking about the Region 2 stuff. It tends to be one of my more passionate collections that I have, and if you can tell, it's all stuff that I didn't just get. Like, you never just get something because it's a different region. Get movies that you feel passionate about, that you feel strong about, and that you just really enjoy. It could be The Room. It just, if it's something that you really like, brings out like something different aspect of film to you, it just brings out a whole love, like it does for me. And I love these films. Some of these I watched several times. Return of the Living Dead is a favorite of mine. It's not even one of the ones that I mentioned, but it's like, got a great documentary. The Time Bandits is a really weird, quirky movie, and it's not a quirky movie. It's not for everybody, but I really enjoyed it. The Killers, I do think, is one that everybody should have. Rafifi's another one. Cinema Paradiso, if you love film, you're going to love Cinema Paradiso. It just has some great stuff. I would go in to watch the director's cut, but if you're getting started watching Cinema Paradiso, watch the theatrical cut first to just get a grasp of how much you enjoy it, and then get onto the features, and then get onto the director's cut down the road when it's something like you feel like, okay, I want to commit, and like, I really enjoy this movie. I want to watch like the whole breadth, get the whole world of this filmmaker, and see exactly what he has to say. Thanks for watching. For me right now, it's time for tea. Have a great night. Talk to you guys soon, and enjoy whatever you feel most passionate about. For me, that's film and tea. Love my tea.